matter of fact though, pterodactyl when I'm micro and macro my mind. Why would I try to hide the fact that I'm jacked to be actually naturally high? And I'm that guy with the flashlight, looking back at the track with the black light. How about this, how about that? Pay attention to wax, you're free to see what that's like. And that's why we need to take things slow, slow. And that's why we need to let some things go.
Alright guys, Ian Anderson, Peter Martin, Central Coast Disc Golf. Here again, lucky to be joined by Steve Clayfoss.
Hey guys.
Hey, and we're out at Hole in the Sky. Tell us about the course.
This is our home course for the Flying Eagle Disc Society. A course that we put a lot of work into the last few years to really rejuvenate it, and we get to show it off here at the Flying Eagle Open.
Cool.
Definitely more of a blue level course, shorter holes, all par 3s, save for one par 4, so one you really want to score on, especially for these guys on the lead card. Conditions got a little bit more difficult in the second round. No rain, but the wind picked up significantly, which you'll notice here as we go through the round. So even with the easier layout, you're definitely going to see these guys have a little bit tougher of a time.
Yeah, cool. We got our lead card, Joe Rovere, Jeffrey, Bryk. Yeah.
Yep.
Joel, JC.
A couple new faces on here. Jeff and Joel moving up onto the lead card. Jeff's from down in the Aspen area, and Joel up by Greeley. So all Colorado lead card right now, and attack birdies here on Hole in the Sky.
Cool. Looking at hole one.
Yeah, 296, just under 300. Kind of a left to right turning shot around those guardian trees. OB right over that berm into the gravel pit, and yeah, tough headwind coming straight in their faces for the first hole of the round, so they're going to have to get used to that.
Cool. And Joe is smashing out that four. Whoa, it is dancing.
Mm-hmm. A little bouncy.
Yeah, we're used to playing in the wind here. It doesn't, twirl on you. It doesn't swirl. It comes at you from one direction. You just got to figure out how to manage it.
Gotcha. Wow.
That was actually a pretty fortunate kick right there. If you would have gone into that brush, you might not have had a look.
And this is Joel right here.
Yep.
Throw on the forehand. Looks like it's going to be headed in early.
I didn't quite get the turn he wanted, but at least he got through most of it.
Yeah. It looks like going in early is the big danger here. Get you in the most trouble anyway. And JC. Get that left to right thumber action. It's puttable.
Yeah, I can see the wind just killing it right there at the end.
Yeah. Pretty wild out here so far. And Joel's second shot.
Yeah, and I want to apologize here too, because I missed Jeff and Joe's upshots here.
Okay.
Camera malfunction or something, I don't know.
No worries. We'll blame it on that. And there is JC with the birdie bid. Goes up a little bit right. And Jeff. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I just got a lot of lift on that one.
Yeah. A lot of want. And coming back for Joel for the par. Makes that at least. Looks like a little par star.
Yeah.
I think Jeff is going to take a bogey here.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah, we missed his first shot. Or his second shot, sorry.
And this is Joe's third shot as well.
Okay.
Yeah, no birdies on the first hole, which is kind of rare, but just feeling that wind out after playing a windless first round.
Yeah, definitely understandable with that wind they were facing right there.
Right.
Get some crazy action on the disc. Hole 2, Steve.
Hole 2, really fun hole, island green. All that long grass you can see short there is out of bounds, as well as everything deep in the long grass. A ditch that runs along the left-hand side.
Uh-huh.
So you just want to really nestle it up to that basket. Again, manage that ground action if you're throwing a backhand hyzer.
So drop zone if you miss it?
Yeah, drop zone to the left of camera right now, short of that tall grass. Still a tough shot. It's not something you're going to expect to put in for 3.
Wow, so that's barely in bounds right there?
He just came up short of the rock circle. We actually have 10-meter rock circles around most of these baskets, so when
cool.
you see that, that's what you're looking at right there.
Nice, I like it. Joel, pretty nice drive right there. Should be a 2.
Yep. Useful.
Useful that. And JC with the thumber. Wow, that thing went almost all the way over. I want to see that guy throw an epic.
That would be epic.
Too.
Probably go like 1,000 feet. Jeff?
This is what you want right here. Low into the teeth of that wind, a little bit of ground action, just nestle up a little long and short, or long and left.
Mm-hmm. Joe for a 2.
That's an easy one to leave low, looking at the OB just past the basket there in that ditch.
For sure. JC, did you get a stroke on Joe? I don't know. Little am side chain out. So Jeff did stay in bounds, Steve?
Yep, he's good right there. A little ledge that drops down, so if you kind of trickle off, you're still probably going to be okay.
Oh, okay. Makes a solid birdie putt right there. Getting it going for the day. And Joel should be making this one. Done and done. And some drop-in pars. The black and gray boys.
So no golf carts here, but Joe brought his next best card.
I do that too. Joe and I both have little kids. He brought his kid and wife out to the Rocky Mountain Championships. That's out there. All
So
right.
hole 3, probably one of the shortest holes in the course, but we got a slightly elevated basket and a green that slopes hard right to left down towards the river. So another one where if you're throwing that hyzer and it's anything that's going to skip out on you, you might see it track down, not necessarily to the river, but downhill enough to make it a tough putt coming back.
I like JC's thumber on this one. If he can throw it that short, it is. Oh.
A little too much mustard on that one. It's well deep into the really thick bushes there.
Stayed dry though, at least, right?
Yeah, he's safe.
And Jeff? Throwing like a zone or a harp or something. That was pretty good.
Doing it pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got that one dialed in. Joe? Just kind of laying that one out there. Kind of have an
A
interesting
little
putt.
short. Yeah, and that guardian bush. If you got something you can straddle out and get to it, you'll be okay right there.
Scooby?
Yeah. I don't know.
Grenade.
Grenade? Yeah. Is it Scooby a grenade or is that a different shot?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Right?
I asked someone that the other day and I got the same response. They're like, I don't know.
It's regional. It varies.
Yeah, I think so. So this was Joel that went long, is that correct?
Yeah, Joel's deep in the thick stuff.
Yeah, pitches out for
It's
a
out
par.
easier. Jeff tapped in there for his 2, and you saw JC, like I said, just kind of got that flare towards the bottom of the hill there.
Mm-hmm. Oh my
Couldn't
goodness.
quite get back up.
Got a ton of chains right there.
Yeah. Really running it.
Didn't feel like staying in. Joe is stretching one out for the 2 on this elevated basket. Makes a good putt.
That's such a tough putt when you're down low like that, throwing into a headwind and showing the flight plate to that wind, even from that short.
I like the shenanigans right there.
At least once around.
Yeah, for
You, me, you, me.
These guys have played a couple rounds together.
Yeah.
Joe's still winning by 3, and we're on to hole 4.
This one's really tricky. That same ditch we dealt with on 2 is on the left-hand side there, and you've got river on the right, so it's a really skinny fairway. Not a long hole, but again, a green that slopes down towards the river. So anything that's tracking towards the basket from the right-hand side camera right now is going to be in trouble kind of heading down towards that water. So you really got to get it to stick.
And a hanging basket,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is moving in this wind.
But
Jeff's drive on this one.
Uh-huh. Finishes
yep,
pin high.
be high, yep.
Good spot to be in.
Tough putt downhill back towards the water, though.
It's scary, yeah.
Joe throwing the forehand, getting a nice little trickle.
Friendly roll.
Mhm.
Using the roller dam.
Yep. How's that? That's nice.
Yep.
And Joel, anybody ever take the hyzer out over the river? Or is that not really the play?
No, it's just not there.
Okay. Ooh, that was almost an ace.
Heard it.
Well done. JC, busting out a solid forehand. It's around there. It's close.
Such a
Actually, it's right next to Jeff here. On
Is it?
It's pretty close to him.
Oh no. Did that go in the water?
I think it did.
Oh man. That's a scary putt right there.
Or maybe it didn't. No, yeah, I think he might have just hung on.
Wow. A good putt from JC.
You just got to be confident with that one.
You
Throw
do,
it
right?
in. Yep.
Just commit to it and put it in the basket. So Jeff is coming back towards the basket for either a 3 or a 4. Gonna be taking a 4 or a 5. And Joe should be a 2 here. Done. Getting some strokes on Jeff this hole.
Yeah, we didn't really talk much about it after the first round, but Jeff also had a great round at 10 down, only 3 back from Joe out at Gypsum Creek in the morning. So
Yeah.
he was right there in striking distance. It looked like Joe, was pulling away from the field, but Jeff really kept it close.
Yeah, I just noticed he was 10 or 11 down. It was 11 down, I was 10. So must have smashed. Joe is 5 clear of the lead here after Jeff stumbled a little bit and Joe continued to do Joe things on hole 5, Steve.
So this is our par 4. Big, wide open shot off the tee. All safe on the left. That same ditch that was in play the last few holes is on the right-hand side. In and across that is going to be OB right.
Okay.
So you really don't want anything that's going to be turning over too strongly to the right side.
Sure.
Flirt with that. Just get yourself out in the open and get set up for your approach shot.
Cool. Let's see what they can do. Should be kind of a... Seems like there's one that they definitely want to get at 658 par 4. It's pretty easily reachable.
Yeah, not a whole lot in the way. Just wanting to get it out there and set yourself up.
Joe.
Tough with the tailwind. Just kind of wants to smack it down off the tee.
Yeah. Joe still threw it pretty far, though. Yeah.
Right where you want it.
As Joe is wont to do. Let's see if Joel can match that mash by Joe. I think it's dancing. Not quite Joe far, but still a pretty good crush.
Joel's another one of those guys that just has all aspects of the game dialed in. His forehand and backhand are pretty much equal in his arsenal. I don't think he favors either one. He can just go to whichever he likes, just for whatever shot he wants.
I like it. I like this thumber from JC too.
Yep. Crushed it.
Real far. And Jeff. Bobbing the card.
I think he quite got the turn he wanted with that one, yeah.
Tailwind smackdown. There's still some work left to do on his second shot here. Hopefully he can make it happen. Oh. More tailwind hate.
That's going to be safe, but yeah, I just didn't quite get the D.
Rough.
Joel negotiating some foliage.
A little natural hazard there. Those things got some spines on them, so, if you don't know, if you haven't played the course, you might find yourself in a prickly situation.
Wear pants. There's that forehand second shot.
Doesn't let it phase him.
Yep. Oh, even a good little bonus roll.
Positive.
Hopefully we can make that putt. JC going thumber again. Real kind of a low line drive thumber. A little short right. Surprising.
Yeah, not quite getting the D. I think throwing his arm out this morning up at Gypsum Creek.
This is all in one day. That's a lot of numbers.
Right?
Does he ice his arm like an MLB pitcher after the round?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Or does he have a thumber count? His wife gets mad at him. He throws too many thumbers, pulls him from the game.
Just put a ticker on the screen.
Yeah. Good up right there from Jeff. Gonna be taking a 4. Here is JC for the 3. Wow. Tailwind just knocked that out of the air.
Yep.
0 glide. Let's see if Joel can put a little extra on it after watching JC's putt. Done it.
Got it.
Nice work, man. That's a good putt.
Yeah, I think this was literally Joel's first year of playing, a lot of competitive disc golf at the open level. And
Really?
if you look at his results, I mean, like any of us in our first year was up and down, but he had a great year. Some really, really solid rounds.
That's awesome, man. You're making league cards in your first year open. You're doing things right.
Absolutely.
Some serious competition in this tournament, too. That was another birdie from Joe.
Mm-hmm.
It probably was, right?
Yeah.
Yep. As Jeff with the par. JC as well. Good birdies from Joel and Joe. Joe with that 6-stroke lead over Jeff. One more over Joel.
Keeps on extending it.
He does. He's greedy. Hole 6, Steve.
Downhill par 3 to an elevated basket. Beautiful platform that we built on this course last year. And you might have just seen as we flew over there, a little dry pond OB short of the basket. And then that same ditch that we've been had in play for the past few holes is deep and right.
Okay.
So they're just going to be kind of looking to plop it in there at the base of this basket and stay out of that hazard.
Cool. Oh, wow. Did it skip
Little
off the
bad
box
luck.
right there?
Yeah, skipped right off the wood.
Oh, man. I'm pretty sure he was hoping to like hit the side of it and stick, but
I'm sure he was inches away, just blasting right into that thing and sitting down.
yeah. Joel going forehand, which fades towards the OB, but hopefully it shouldn't come into play. That looks pretty good. Oh, a little spicy.
That right to left wind just kind of kept it out there to the left.
Yep.
Yeah.
JC also going forehand. Compensating a little bit for Joel's drive. And
Yep, went nice and stable.
Yep,
Boom.
figured it out. It's always nice when someone else
There.
wins socks for you. Wow. A little spike hyzer from Jeff.
Beautiful.
Yeah, well done.
Right there.
Good on.
Joel, after getting that nasty skip. Looks like he
Yeah,
did it.
smart play.
Yeah. In that wind with a little elevated basket laying up his...
I've seen a lot of back and forth on this basket, especially on a windy day.
I can see it for sure. Looks like Joel just kind of gave that a little half go. Here is JC for his birdie. Hot bang.
Right on.
Good putt.
Learned from that last one and gave it a little bit extra oomph there.
Yeah, you're totally right. Jeff also has a good birdie look. Should be capitalizing. Good buddy. Getting a stroke on Joe for once. It's not easy to do. Here's Joe's par. Not happy about it. And Joel with par as well. Alright, Joe's lead is down to a scant 5. That's going to take us the whole 7, Steve.
Yeah, a little bit of a roller coaster here, but Joe's still holding on to the lead. 7,
Yeah.
pretty wide open, deceptively uphill. You got to put a lot of meat on it to get to the basket. OB at that grass line, deep to the basket. But for these guys, this one's just kind of plunk it out there and let it hyzer down to the basket.
Yeah, that should be a must-get for this card right here.
Although that left to right crosswind on this one, man, it can do a lot of weird things.
Really?
Yep.
JC. Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
pushing it over there, isn't it?
Definitely see it push it.
Wow.
Right when it got vertical.
Yeah, he's got a lot of work to do into a headwind. And Jeff? Oh, yeah, that's wide. It's probably not going to come in with that wind, is it?
Yeah, it's just going to hold on to it.
Yeah.
Maybe he kind of slipped off the tee a little bit too.
Yeah, look like it, huh? See if Joe can compensate off Jeff's drive. Yep, he's going more right at it. Wow.
Yeah, right at it's pretty accurate.
Ace running. And Joel, after watching 3 Windsocks, see if he can... yeah.
Kind of sawed it off there.
Yeah. Have a tailwind putt at least. So here is JC into the headwind.
Ooh.
He scared it from real far away. Jeff also putting into that headwind. Oh, he got some lift on that one, didn't he?
Yep.
Joel with that just inside the circle tailwind putt. Makeable if he puts enough on it. He's got a good putt.
Very nice.
Yeah. Does that really well.
Yeah, it's very minimalist. He doesn't move a lot. It just
Yeah.
kind of snaps it right in there.
Kind of reminds me of Cam Todd a little bit. I don't know if you ever seen him putt. A little pop putt.
Mm-hmm.
Cam Todd moves real fast though.
Yes, Cam Todd is like the fastest player on earth. He's
Really
so
fast
hard to film. Him and MJ.
Joe with another easy birdie.
Yep, he's stacking them up. Taking that lead out to 6. Gonna take us to hole 8, Steve.
Hole 8's a fun one. Wide open to start, with the basket tucked in this really beautiful pocket of mature trees right here.
Cool.
And the OB on this one actually is a horseshoe that wraps around. See those trees on the whole left-hand side, just deep of the basket in that ditch, and then along the right-hand side as well.
Wow.
So with this wind, anything that fades out early or turns over off to the right, if you're throwing right-hand, backhand, can really be flirting with that OB. So you want to tuck it right into that pocket.
Oh, kind of a risk-reward on this one, really.
Yeah.
Joe. He's good there,
A
right?
little less wind, and that would have been underneath it. It just kind of grabbed it a little bit too much and carried it right.
Mm-hmm. And Joel going flex forehand. Needs the flex. Part of that. Ooh. OB?
I think he stayed safe there.
Did he? Oh, wow, that wasn't close.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like JC's got a thumber lined up.
Surprise.
Yep. Oh, my
Whoa.
goodness. That thing just got smashed out of the air. Got a decent skip, but he's short right. And then Jeff going backhand. He was going to try and play a hyzer flip that didn't really flip.
Yeah, just kind of came out early.
Yeah.
Almost took out Dre.
Dre's got jukes. And JC, after that wild thumber, going to be throwing a forehand into this green.
Yeah, if you're going at it from anywhere outside the circle, you're almost laying up because that OB is so tight behind the basket
Oh, yeah.
that anything you run and miss on is just going to go straight out.
Jeff, yep, like you said, smartly laying up right there as well. And Joe playing a layup game.
Yeah, this is a really rewarding too if you can get it because you're just flirting with that OB on any shot that you're going towards the basket.
Oh, no. Almost got it. Not quite. Now it's Joe's turn. Nice. I dig it. I'll have to start doing that to people.
Mind games.
Mind games. That's how you win. little par star right there.
Yeah, I think it's our first one of the day.
Yeah. It's going to take us to our last hole of round 2, part 1, hole 9.
Hole 9, obviously you can see tight from the tee. Not a super long hole, but a lot going on at the tee and as well as at the basket.
Yeah.
The most common line is that backhand hazard out to the right. There is a backdoor forehand line out to the left, but you got to make sure you get through this little gap first.
Okay. Was there something hanging off the basket, or did I imagine that?
I think you imagined it.
Okay. There is Joe going up the middle. Looks like finish short left, Steve, or?
I think it's going to be a little short and left. There's a lot to get caught up on there. You want to be a little wider.
Okay. And Joel?
I think Joel's going to kind of meet maybe the same fate, or if he gets through it, it could be. Oh, he got through.
Oh, it was that stump. I thought it was hanging from the basket from a weird angle. That's what it was. That's what I'm claiming anyway. Good one from JC.
Came in
Skipped.
short, yeah, on the left-hand side there.
There. Okay.
Yeah, that tree trunk is big and it catches a lot of those forehand shots.
Jeff might fall into the same trap.
Yeah, I think you want a little more flip on that one. Has an interesting putt for 2 here.
Really skinny between those trees.
Oh, no way.
He cans it.
Hell yeah. Nice work, man. Didn't expect that one. He did, though. So.
So there's actually this big tree is 2 trunks that V
Really?
right at about disc height in JC's hand right now.
No way.
And he's going right through that V.
Oh, and he makes it. Sick. And Joe's got something interesting lined up with that leaning tree branch.
Joe likes to check out every single possible stance before he actually picks one. Pretty good strategy. Seems to work for him.
Wow, good putt.
Over that branch.
Did he go over it? He did, right?
I think he did, yeah.
Yeah. Sick. And this
So
is
this turned out to be a pretty impressive star card right here.
It did. Off the tee, it did not look like it's going to be a star frame.
No, that's a good way to finish part 1.
It is, yeah. Well done. Joe, holding on to that 6-stroke lead. Jeff and Joel hanging out there. Jason hanging around.
We'll see, again, the backside of this course has more teeth, similar to Gypsum Creek, so it's going to be a little bit tougher for these guys to manage, but we'll see how they score in part 2.
Awesome, guys. Well, everybody, thanks for watching. Steve, thanks for joining us. Good times, my friend.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll catch you around.